Hello and welcome to our video comparing rates. I am Miss Armgart. Let's talk ratios to compare between rates. So we are going to go back to our vacation day from the very first task in this lesson. You'll remember that for every 7 days, which is 1 week, so I'm going to put the number 1 up top, the guard got 4 denarii. So here is a visual picture. You can see the denarii is broken up into 4 boxes. So if our guard works for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 and 6 weeks, we want to know how many denarii will that guard get. So in those 6 blocks that we have, the cool thing about equivalent ratios is that if we multiplied our days by 6, we can multiply our denarii by 6. 6 times 4 is 24. We could do that for any number. We could do a whole year, 52. We could do a month. You can create an equivalent ratio for any given fact. Okay, a rate of biking 8 miles in 2 hours. We're just rewriting this. How many miles are in 1 hour? Well, if we make equivalent ratios, we can multiply and divide. So to get a smaller number, we're going to divide by 2. We got to do the same thing to our miles. So 8 divided by 2 is 4 miles in 1 hour. Now, if you remember back to lesson 2, you can do a unit rate either way, hours per mile. We can do the reverse. So it's still 8 to 2. We still haven't changed that original ratio, but now we are going to use the 8 to divide each of these by 8, and you will get 0.25. So for every mile, it's going to take 0.25 or 1/4, which is about 15 minutes, to go that 1 mile. But which one is more useful? Look at buying lotion. I personally, as an adult, want to make sure I get the best deal. So we have 2 bottles here. We have one that's $3.75 for 5 ounces and one that's $3.16 for 4 ounces. Which one is the cheaper? Which one's the better buy? Well, first let's find the price per ounce. Now we know per ounce means the ounce is going to be the 1 in our equivalent ratio. So we're going to divide each of these by 5. So we find 75 cents per ounce for the 5-ounce bottle. Now let's look at the 4-ounce bottle. Have to divide both the numerator and the denominator by 4, and you get 79 cents for 1 ounce. So it might not seem like a lot, but that 5-ounce bottle is 3 cents cheaper per ounce. This is not the only unit rate we can find. You can do per ounce, ounces per dollar. Let's see, do we get the same? Now the dollar. So we need to divide each of these by 3.75. And we find that for every dollar in the 5-ounce bottle, you'll get 20.27 ounces. And now for the 4-ounce, 3.16, we're going to divide by that. You're going to get 20.25 or 1/4. You'll find that our 5-ounce is the better deal because you get more product for the same amount of money. You get 0.27 ounces versus 0.25. We're going to look at making these rates equal. So we are going to use the Husky Hustle, which happens every spring. There are 3 friends. They want to know who's the fastest. They use their Apple Watches, and they didn't decide on a distance first. So Sherry, Terry, and Janie all ran different lengths, less than that 5,000 meters, less than that 5K. We want to know who's the fastest. We want to compare all of them. So I'm going to do Sherry. Your job is to figure out Terry and Janie and come up and tell me after the video who ran the fastest. Now we know Sherry's Apple Watch said that she ran 200 meters in 90 seconds. So just like we learned last lesson, we are going to cross multiply. So we're going to start with the 90 times 5,000. That will give you 45. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. That will give you 450,000. We're going to carry that same number down, that 450,000. We're going to divide it by 200. And the answer is 2,250 meters per second. So your job now is to figure out, is Sherry the fastest or is Terry? So the answer is 2,250 meters per second. Job again. Figure out who is the fastest. Come and tell me for a sweet treat. I am Miss Armgart signing off and telling you happy solving.